Hi there guys, issue 65, let's get straight into it. So we've got two new captains today, which we'll get to in a minute. But first of all, let's hit the content. So we've got Choosing Armies for Gamers, the Chaos God Khorne, and Space Marine Heroes. In this issue, Ultramarines Command gets reinforced this issue with two new captains to add to your collection. These heroes can represent a variety of Space Marine leaders in your games, from past second company captains to high-ranking members of Guilliman's Victrix Guard. However they fit into the story, your army and games, there will be useful assets on the tabletop, and we've included build and paint guides to get them ready for use. We've also included a new mission for you to play 4 times, each one featuring a different Ultramarines captain. Happy hobbying. Okay, so very good. I'm glad they're doing that because I was never quite sure why we were getting so many captains when we haven't got the equivalent on the Death Guard side. So I'm glad that they are going to give us reason in the missions to use a different one. I'm also glad that they're going to be talking about choosing armies for games, and I hope this means that they're going to start getting more into the points system. So for example, we're 65 issues in now, and we haven't yet really discussed having point-based armies and that kind of thing. Every single scenario and mission that we've had so far has all been based on a means to an end and not really about balancing forces. But anyway, let's get on with it. Terminators, Space Marine Warriors 14. Then we're going to look at the Khorne. We've got a Khorne showcase. We've got history number 12, the Tyrannic Wars, building the Space Marine heroes, painting them. And then we've got tutorial set 27, army lists. Learn how to choose and track forces of your games. Then rules mission 49, lead by example. The Ultramarines launch 4 coordinated strikes against the Death Guard. And then the data sheets for our captains. So that's good. Okay, Space Marine Terminators. Near invincible and utterly indomitable. Terminators are tasked with undertaking the missions that even their power-armoured brothers cannot complete. They are veteran warriors who have centuries of experience wielding the most powerful weapons and armour in their chapter's arsenal. Okay, then it's got a bit about high-ranking Space Marines. Only high-ranking Space Marines and the veterans of the first company wear Terminator armour, for it is rare indeed. Okay, then we've got a bit about Terminator roles. Most Terminators are equipped for ranged and melee combat. They carry a power weapon and either a storm bolter or one of the chapter's heavy weapons. Just pause for a second, guys. I must apologise. I'm suffering from a bit of a cold, so you'll probably notice that I'm making more heavy breathing than usual. So sorry about that. Right, okay, now we've got onto Khorne. Khorne, the Blood God. Khorne is the Lord of Rage and Taker of Skulls. He is fury given form, the embodiment of never-ending urge to conquer and destroy. He desires only to drown in the galaxy. He desires only to drown the galaxy in a tide of slaughter, to smite and destroy every living being until nothing remains but spilt blood and splintered bone. So then it's got a bit about the Disciples of Slaughter. The demonic armies of Khorne are known as the Blood Legions. They are led by mighty greater demons called Bloodthirsters. These brass-armoured monsters direct the lesser demons of Khorne in their acts of slaughter. Many mortals also pledge allegiance to Khorne, including the corrupted heretic Astartes warriors who serve Khorne in the hopes of ascending to demonhood. Most of these warriors will instead be rewarded with a violent death, a fate many of them are willing to embrace. Then we've got some information about Khorne Berserkers. Then we've got our Khorne showcase. So this is Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. What else have we got? Karanak, the Hound of Vengeance. A Bloodletter, another one. Blood Crushers are Bloodletters riding on Juggernauts. And there's a Possessed Chaos Space Marine who looks awesome. Okay, now we're on to the Tyrannic Wars. The Tyrannic Wars were a series of fierce conflicts that raged across the Imperium as the Tyranid Hive fleets crashed into the galaxy. These deadly conflicts have resulted in the loss of hundreds of worlds to the Tyranid menace and the deaths of many billions in the Imperium and beyond. Okay, now it's got 3 different hive fleets that it discusses here. Hive fleet Behemoth, hive fleet Kraken, and hive fleet Leviathan. The 3 hive fleets responsible for the Tyranic Wars continue to threaten the galaxy, although the main bodies of their attacks have been splintered by the conflict with various races of the galaxy. Each has its own distinct method of warfare, be it sheer force or cunning and trickery. Right, then we're going on to building our Space Marine heroes. And this is a 2015 sprue as well, so it's somewhat new. Then we've got our paint guide, which is briefer than usual. It's getting less into the nitty gritty, although there's not that many colours on here really. But yeah, quite a brief paint guide really, so that's pretty good. Okay, then we've got army lists. So far we have provided you with a list of units to use in your battle. Here we explain how to create your own army rosters using the power rating number on your unit's datasheets. This allows you to take whatever forces you like, while ensuring the game remains balanced and fun for both players. And then it goes through an army roster, so army name, the warlord, which faction they're from, the warlord trait, total power level, and then different information about all the individual units. It's given us a blank army roster there as well, so that's really cool as well. Now we've got Rules Mission 49, Lead by Example. The defence of Corvon 2 has suffered several setbacks in the face of continuous Death Guard attacks, but as long as a single hero of Ultramar still stands, hope remains. Okay, so what have we got? Coordinated strike. The Ultramarines have launched 4 separate strikes on Death Guard positions near Keravon and Jorgengast. Each strike is to be led by a Space Marine commander with decades of combat experience. The Death Guard must hold off the Space Marines' attack, which is good. I like that, because usually it's the Space Marines defending a Death Guard attack. So, and I know that that's not the case all the way through, but I do like the reversal of roles, because it is very common that the Space Marines are doing the defending. Okay, so the battlefield. Both players must create an army roster with a maximum power rating of 25. Before you begin deploying your units, choose any 2 of your battle mats and place them side by side. You can then begin setting up terrain as instructed in tutorial 21, setting up the battlefield. Oh, that's interesting. That's good. It's getting us to refer back to stuff that we've already learned in previous issues. I like that. Then we've got, so our forces. This mission is designed to be played 4 times. Both players must select an army roster with a maximum power rating of 25 for each game. The Space Marine force must include 1 captain, and it must use a different captain in each playthrough of the mission. Death Guard player may use only Typhus in one of these mission playthroughs. So deployment is, after the battlefield has been set up, roll off. Whoever rolls highest can choose their deployment zone, and there they are, A and B. Players then alternate deploying their units, beginning with the player who chose the deployment zone. Once all the units have been set up, players roll off. The winner can decide who takes the first turn. So the victory conditions are: the first player to eliminate an enemy unit gains 1 victory point. Each enemy unit eliminated is another victory point. Eliminate the enemy warlord is another victory point. End the game with at least 1 unit in the enemy's deployment zone is a victory point, and the game lasts for 6 battle rounds. Okay, so that's good. Now we've got our data sheets from our captains. So we've got a standard captain, and if I can say that, which I can't, we've got a captain in Cataphracti armor. I think I'm saying that. Okay. But anyway, there you go. So it's a big difference in movement here. So the one in armor only moves 4. He's got a better weapon skill, and he saves on a 2-up instead of a 3-up. He has a combi melter, which is awesome. But yeah, very, very good. Okay, and then what have we got coming up? So next week we've got a Plague Marine with the Icon of Despair. The week after, we've got scouts with sniper rifles. Now, if you want to see what is still to be released issue by issue from now right up until the end of issue 80, if you look back at the video that I uploaded just before this one, you'll see a list of all of the issues with most of the covers and the content that is within them. So let's make up our two captains and have a look. Just before we take a look at these, I just want to take a minute to say thank you to all of my subscribers and the support you've given me recently. The channel is growing quite nicely, and I never expected it to be a big channel. It won't ever be a big channel, I know that. But I'm really happy with the way things are going. I enjoy doing the videos and I enjoy engaging with you guys. So I just want to say thank you. And thank you to JK who comments on all of my videos. And he's always there to encourage me. So thank you very much, guys. Right, let's take a look. So this is our first one. It's got the armour. So he's on a 40mm base. Very nice. And here's our standard captain, who's on a 32mm base. They're both very nice models. I think I prefer this one, to be honest, because I like his scepter. But yeah, very good. So thanks for watching, guys, and once again, thanks for all your support. If you enjoy my content, please consider liking and subscribing and all that good business. But thanks for watching, and I shall see you again very, very soon.